I'm apparently supposed to be wowed. Everybody said this was like the greatest console reveal of all time. So we'll see how this goes. There's a Schedule 1 that released on PlayStation and it's fake. You should try to report it if you can. Good to know. It was okay. 10 out of 10. Thanks, IGN. Let's see what's up. If it feels off, I'm fine. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, Yoshi. Oh, is this a Mario Kart? This is a new Mario Kart? Okay, I may or may not have known there was going to be a new Mario Kart for a few months now. I'm not going to lie. I just couldn't tell you guys. Not to be that guy like, oh, I actually knew, but like... That's why I'm not like, oh my god, Mario Kart! Oh, don't give me any fucking Mario Kart Tour maps. That's all I ask. Those maps are ass. The cars look cool. I'm fucking with the cars. Oh my god, he's fucking kick flipping. Oh, they put Tony Hawk in Mario Kart. You can play as the cow? They put Tony Hawk in Mario Kart. Somebody was super big and running people over. This is crazy. Mario ate a hamburger. Hold on. Let me see if I follow here. Birdo drove into a truck, which came to life. Mario ate a triple decker hamburger and then turned into a galaxy, and then put on a cool leather biker jacket. Peach is very attractive. Sorry. Waluigi, you see Waluigi swagged out. What the fuck was that? That man was suave. So they got fits out there. Mario Kart World. Boy, I'm sure nothing's gonna bring this down, right?
Hello, everyone. I'm Koichi Kawamoto.
Koichi Kawamoto needs a tailor. Oh, we get details. Okay.
A brand new entry in the
You know what? They
Mario Kart
added
series
Diddy Kong
is
racing
launching
elements to this.
exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
Okay.
Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
Okay. I wonder if it's gonna be one of those things where like, oh no, it's raining. We hate the rain. Or if you get like more lightning bolts or something.
You can go off the racetrack and drive virtually
King Boo? I mean, they've had
everywhere
King
in
Boo.
this world. In the Classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place.
Okay.
But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history.
Hey, I fuck with that. 24 to race? Hell yeah.
The competition is gearing up.
Now I can go from 1st to 24th in 2 seconds.
Introducing Knockout Tour.
This is a battle royal, isn't it?
Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Man, and think of the 100 stream streak.
There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
It's a battle royal. 3rd place through 20th is the new torture zone. Yeah. Yeah, instead of the torture zone being like 3rd place to 8th place, 3rd place to 20th is now you're caught in fucking hell.
Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
I don't hate the idea of a battle royal mode. I'll probably fuck around with it a bit. This is classic Nintendo being like 10 years too late to the battle royal scene, but this will still bop. Also, hey girl, that's Rosalina out there.
You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
Uh-huh.
By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you.
This will help people a lot with trying to come up with shortcuts and shit.
For scenic drives with friends. And even take photos together at different locations.
Okay. That can be done really well. I doubt they're going to put the effort into making that like a crazy thing that lasts longer than the first week. In terms of just like, oh, let's drive around and take pictures together. You know what I mean? Is that a reused map? Was that the dinosaur map?
Race across the entire world starts here.
Dinosaur map in
Kart
Double Dash, I think.
World. The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct.
Oh, that'll be sick.
So be on the lookout for more information in the future.
Mario Kart World launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. We'll share more details in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
Dino Jungle? Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Next, we'd like to...
Okay, so let's address the elephant in the room that they didn't want to show on this. That Mario Kart game is priced at $80 digitally and $90 physically. Okay? I have a couple thoughts on this. Number one, I also know, before we get into it, that the price of the Switch 2 is going to be $450, where the Switch was like $350 or $400, right? And the Wii was like $250, something like that. I have a couple thoughts on this. The first one, Trump's tariffs are obviously affecting these, okay? I don't think this happens without the Trump tariff shit happening. This is a preemptive to them expecting the tariffs to hit. So obviously the price is not going to go to them. They're not going to eat that cost. We're going to get that cost, all right? However, okay, I will blame Trump all day for everything, and he shares a giant load of responsibility here. We are not going to pretend, though, like a bunch of big, greedy overseas corporations were not looking for any excuse similar to this one for any reason at all to jack up prices. I fully believe Nintendo could have not made a digital game $80 and a physical game $90 and been completely fine. A new console release, a new Mario Kart, I firmly believe their profits wouldn't, like, their hit would not have been that nasty. And especially for a digital copy, I don't know if they have to pay tariffs on that, because that's not an import. And we're going to see this not just with them, but with a bunch of others. Again, Donald Trump, fully to blame. However, there are a bunch of corporations that were waiting for this exact thing, so that way they could use it to make themselves more money. Nintendo is ultimately going to profit heavy from these tariffs because they are using the tariffs as an excuse to jack up prices when they don't need to be jacking up prices, especially on digital copies. If they really wanted to stick it to the tariffs, and they really wanted to push physical media out so that way they don't have to worry about it again ever, then they would have made the physical copy $80 or $90, and they would have left the digital copy at $60 or $70. Nintendo games should not be above $60 anyways. Maybe now with the Switch 2, maybe the Switch 2's up there, but like the fact that they bumped Tears of the Kingdom up to $70 will always rub me the wrong way. It's the same thing as when they started charging for internet. Let me go way back for a second, all right? Xbox 360, with an internet quality that was passable, said, you know what, we're going to charge everybody $60 a year to play our games online. Even though you have full access to the internet, you already pay for internet. We're going to charge you $60 a year if you want to play internet and the Xbox at the same time. Okay. And then Sony looked over with also very passable, if not great internet, minus that one time Anonymous took him down for 3 months. And Sony said, oh, you could just get money for free? All right, well, we're going to charge that too then. All right, Microsoft set a precedent, and that's how it worked. And then Nintendo saw that and said, well, our internet's complete dog shit. Everyone runs off Wi-Fi. Your games get disconnected every 4 seconds, and what you see on screen isn't actually what's happening by about 2 full seconds. But shit, we should charge some money too. And then they did. And now we're here, and Nintendo's going to be the lead of being the shitlords this time around. And they're going to be like, hey, we're going to charge $80 for digital, $90 for physical. You better fucking believe PlayStation and Xbox, if Xbox even still exists, Microsoft games, I should say, are not that far to follow. All right? And people aren't going to be mad about that. Well, some people are going to be gloating about that. PC players are going to be gloating about that until Steam also cracks and does this, because that can't be that far behind. There's no Nintendo game worth $80. It's especially shitty seeing Nintendo, of all companies, raise prices, because unlike Microsoft, unlike Steam, and unlike Sony PlayStation, Nintendo games do not go on sale. They never go on like a real sale. You might get $5 off or $10 off if the game is 5 years old and nobody's bought a copy in 3.5 years. Okay, you maybe might get a sale then. Or if it's like an independent an independent game studio that happens to have their game available on the Switch. They'll put shit on sale. But like Nintendo will never put Nintendo games on sale. And if they do, it'll be like, oh my God, guys, Pokemon turns 50. So from the hours, Pokemon turned 50 years old today. So from the hours of 12:01 p.m. to 12:08 p.m., it's going to be $10 off on the fucking Nintendo store. Like, that is it. Nintendo heard Rockstar. Yeah, again, this is another thing I was talking about. The rumors of GTA 6 being more expensive, it's probably now a reality. If it wasn't already a reality on Rockstar's back end, it is almost for sure going to be a reality. Now that Rockstar is seeing that Nintendo is going to get away with this, because it's Nintendo. They are going to get away with this. All right, Nintendo can, like, Mario Kart fucking World could be complete ass. That game could come out and be total fucking dog shit. People are gonna buy that. You know what I mean? Gonna be complete fucking ass. And if Rockstar doesn't end up charging more money for GTA 6, Nintendo's gonna look really, really stupid. But you know what? It won't matter, because Nintendo fans are always gonna buy this shit. Anyway.
To introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2. These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2. And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added it.
They've never officially acknowledged stick drift in the Joy-Cons, by the way. They've in fact they've acknowledged them in that they said that they researched themselves and they'd found that there was no Joy-Con stick drift. I think they did that to avoid having to pay out like a class action lawsuit or like an automatic refund or replacement of Joy-Cons with new ones that don't work, but they never actually fixed the Joy-Con drift. So I hope it's taken care of in this, but again, we just have to go off of how much we trust Nintendo.
The new C button.
Camera button's back.
Let's take a
Yippee.
look at some new experiences it offers.
Oh, Discord integration. Yippee. Oh, this is their stupid phone app, but they actually put it on the console?
Introducing Game Chat, a new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hi, missed you.
Do they have to be on my friends list, or can I tell somebody to eat shit and die? Like a random.
With this feature, you'll be able to communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
Why am I unable to see a third of the game? Because I'm talking to 3 people.
Okay.
It's exactly Discord, too.
While using the Game
Like the little
Chat
icons and
feature,
shit.
your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
You're going to sound like you're taking an order at Wendy's.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me, right? Alright,
That far away, you're going to sound like you're taking an order at Wendy's. Oh my God.
let's keep going. Okay. So,
It can pick up your speaking voice clearly, even from a distance.
Yeah, we believe
jump
you.
on here. Alright, let's keep going. It's coming. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a
When it's noisy around you, your voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a bow?
I don't believe them. Even if this feature works, I will not use it. All right. And that's not like out of spite. That's just like I have Discord. I have a Discord and a cell phone and apps and shit. Like I already have it. Like I already have it covered.
Okay, nice.
It does look beautiful. It's so pink.
And you can use this feature in
And I won't have to use it off of like the shitty Wi-Fi that people are apparently they're still pushing super heavy that will muck it up even more.
handheld mode too, letting you easily chat with friends and family. If you open the chat menu and turn on game screen sharing,
Good job, good job. There we go, there we go.
you can also share your game screen.
Oh my God.
Did you see someone
I'm
just
glad-
go on top of that?
There we go, there we go.
You can also share your game screen.
Did you see someone just go on top of that dinosaur?
Really? They can do that?
Can do it?
You guys, I just did it.
It's cool that they're trying.
Oh, shoot. Oh, ooh. Oh, he's trying to eat me.
This one could have stayed in the drafts until they cooked it a little more.
Trying to eat me.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Okay.
Oh, were you getting struck by lightning? I hope I saw one of the 2 frames that you were getting struck by lightning in. Otherwise, I wouldn't know.
You can chat to your heart's content.
This is cool. Even if this is framey, this is cool. Being on separate games and still being able to like live video share like that, this is gonna be no, because the fucking e-couples are gonna go crazy with this. We've been shitting on this because it's like laughably shitty for the most part, but this e-couples are gonna go sicko mode here. All right, one of them dicking around on Mario Kart. You got your fucking Fire Emblem boy and your Animal Crossing girl. They're gonna love this to death. All right, this is actually really cool. I did not know you could do it with 2 games, and even if it's framey as shit, it's not like you're really like watching the gameplay to watch the gameplay anyway. It's to be there like in the moment. And that, as long as my game is still running fine, which again, it's Nintendo. Games have not ran fine on Nintendo for like 4 consoles now.
Even while playing different games.
Yeah, I know that one. It's so hard, right? It's tough.
Oh wow, I'm like in the sky right here. I'm like, I fell, I'm falling. Okay, we got it. We're safe.
Kirby, look, you're on a star. That's so cute. So cute.
You can adjust the size of your game screen.
Guys, I'm lost. Like,
Where'd you go?
Okay, and I can make them
Or
really small.
expand
That's
another
good.
friend's game screen.
You gotta get above that wall.
It's not pretty, but it works. You know,
It's just like the wall. Like,
I'm not a hater on this.
this is where I have to do a little wall ride.
Okay.
Your game runs fine. No, they're showing me my game runs fine. Okay? I haven't played a Switch 2. I haven't seen anybody who has. I'm not believing this is what it looks like until it comes out.
So everyone can watch them play.
The fact that they showed it with a terrible performance is crazy. I'm torn on how to feel about that. Because on one hand, I want to be like, oh, Nintendo is at least not lying to us. But on the other hand, I'm kind of like, you know what? It's Nintendo. I bet they are lying to us. And it's actually somehow worse than this. Means they either can't fix it or they're... Well, so I don't plan on them fixing it. I honestly think, like, if it ships and runs exactly like this, okay? And when I say exactly like this, I mean, like, my game runs as smooth as a Switch sequel game can run, and their game is framey, I don't think it's actually an issue.
Oh, I think I know where you are. Wait.
Okay, I think we have to try.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Let's take a picture here.
Okay, are you ready?
Smile.
Yay.
Oh, yo, that's sick.
I like your pose mix.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button. With the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Oh, dang.
Oh, really? Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back, yeah?
Okay, for sure.
Here, you can quickly and easily mute yourself and more. And there's this.
That is a feature that should be used a lot, and it won't be, okay? That is a feature that will get abused the wrong way, in the sense that it should be used way more often than it will actually be used, all right? I'm predicting that now. Oh, they can spy on you.
Connecting this camera to the system.
Hey.
Hey, what's up? Hello.
An auto green screen?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, how's everyone doing? Good?
You can appear on screen and video chat while playing a game.
Your face is on here.
Wait, Nick, how was your test yesterday?
It will not function this well. You will need to be in a brightly lit room, which nobody fucking games like that except for streamers. You will need to be in a brightly lit room, and you will need to be away from the wall behind you or the chair or whatever the fuck. The camera, that shit, that's so Nintendo can like listen in and sell your data. All right, this camera exists specifically so Nintendo can watch what you do and then sell your data to companies for more money.
It was good.
That shit is not going to be used or working.
Here's how it looks with just the camera feed.
I'm way behind,
There
guys.
you go. I bet you like
Can
that.
you wait for me?
Please look forward to games which use your camera feed like this.
No, wait. No,
And Mario, dude, Mario Party, my camera feed the whole time would be this.
Using game chat. Even when
The Kinect
you're
camera?
apart,
Yeah, but people
you can
use
play
that for, like,
games and
the
hang
game.
out as if you were together in the same room. Play together or compete in online multiplayer games. Chat while playing your
Even with the frames, here's where I have an issue with this, okay? It looks like the Switch 2, because it's pick up, go, and like go mobile and all that, it looks like the Switch 2 will still heavily like plan on most people using Wi-Fi. And because it plans on most people using Wi-Fi, and most Wi-Fi is complete fucking garbage, and most people don't even have that in America, don't even have that great of internet in the first place, I don't see realistically how I can play an online game like Mario Kart and not experience a horrific amount of lag while watching 3 other friends' gameplays, even at 2 frames per second, and watching and with their face cams up and voice chatting all through the same like Nintendo Switch watered down horrible connection. All right, I see this being a huge issue and something that looks and sounds very cool on paper, okay? I am still team playing different games for like e-couples who don't live anywhere near each other or whatever and want to do like that, where like you have your game here and then I have my game here and then we stay on call. Like, I'm still for that if we're doing some offline shit, but I absolutely do not have any faith in the screen we're looking at now operating the way that they're showing.
Personal favorites.
Even at the low frame rate.
Decide your own rule.
Unless you have people who know what they're doing and like buy the Wi-Fi LAN adapter, or maybe it'll come with one this time, maybe. Have the LAN adapter and actually run a LAN cable through it and don't play on handheld.
For a retro game competition.
And even then, the
Or
Switch's
hold a sports
online processor
competition
is still kind of
between
garbage.
families. All together, anytime, anywhere. Game chat.
It's neat on paper.
What did you think?
I think about 10% of that is going to be actually used and usable.
To enjoy playing online with
But it'll
others
be a
more
cool
closely,
10%, okay?
including family.
I'm
and
trying not to
friends.
drink too much haterade because we got off on the
Almost
wrong
as if
foot
you're
with the
all
pricing
playing
and all that, and I
together
got
in the
to
same
ranting about
place.
Trump.
The camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera,
Yeah, it comes with it
which will be available on the same day as Switch 2.
in the Switch 2 package.
A Nintendo Switch Online membership will be required to use Game Chat.
For how good the online is, yeah, Nintendo's
Since
known for
we'd
having
like
good
as
online.
many people as possible. We'd like to introduce another new experience you can share with family and friends. On Nintendo Switch, even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game, with Game Share.
About fucking time. Why this wasn't on the Switch is unreal.
As shown here, even games that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game. With Game Share, you can
That's the least scummy thing I've heard so far. That's the least scummy thing I've heard so far. So if one person owns Uno or whatever the fuck, then everybody can get together and play Uno. That's nice. That's really nice.
temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system. You can share a game with up to 3 other systems at a time.
And it could be Switch 1 stuff too. That's cool.
GameShare also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems, and you can use it with friends via Game Chat, which we showed earlier. GameShare can only be used with compatible games. This feature is planned for several titles, starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games.
We'll see which ones get the feature.
51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch. GameShare support is also planned for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Up next,
They didn't kill it. We're just going to have to hope that GameShare
we'd
is
like to
available
show you
for
the Nintendo Switch 2
a lot of the
system
games that need it.
itself.
or a lot of the games that it works
Please
with.
take a look.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch.
Needed.
The system's
IMO.
thickness remains the same. With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p.
I have seen this tiny clip here. I know what they're about to do. This is the funniest shit I've ever seen. This is the funniest shit. This is the single funniest screenshot for Nintendo announcing a new console with breaking innovative graphics I've ever seen. I know what they're about to do with it, okay? And it's going to make sense in context, but just this screenshot and just knowing Nintendo and how they are, this is the funniest image of all fucking time. Anyway.
P screen. The screen supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
This will not affect any 3D titles. That's my prediction. HDR support's
the LCD
wild.
screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing more contrast.
Okay, what is better between LCD and OLED? Because then they make a whole big deal about the second half of the Switch coming on, like having an OLED screen. HDR is cool, but like, why do they just start OLED and then get away from that immediately?
Between light and dark areas of the images. The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong.
OLED is better. LCD. For it to be LCD and truly support HDR, it needs to be mini LED. Imagine we'll get an OLED Switch. Oh, maybe that's Nintendo's thing. Maybe they come out with like the regular version first and they make it an OLED later.
Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach your controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
That's a good update. You guys remember when the Switch first came out and people were putting their Joy-Con shit on backwards because it looks the exact fucking same as when you put your Joy-Con like little stick thing on forwards, and then they would get stuck like that? And Nintendo fans would tell them that they were dumb. Because they pulled the device out of the box and put it on the way it looked like it should go, and then it's like, oh, it's completely fucking broken unless I get a screwdriver and a wrench and pry this shit apart with a fucking crowbar. The way God intended, and it's like, oh, you must just be doing it wrong. And it's like they fucking did it. I don't know. Anyway, magnet looks like a good upgrade.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
I'm never playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally. I guess that's a nice buff, but it's still never going to be enough for me to want to play this way.
The left and right sticks are now larger.
Needed.
Each Joy-Con 2
Needed.
controller can be used
Switch
as a
1 should have
mouse
released
to
with the
play
bigger
with
sticks.
Compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls.
Very interested in what the plans are with
By
that.
adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are
With the mouse thing, very interested in what they plan on doing with that, and very interested on how well it actually works, because that's another thing that I don't plan on them being able to do right. They haven't addressed stick drift. No, they never will. They will always pretend like it's not real, because as long as no like giant conglomerate sues them, or like, then they can get away with pretending it's not real, because the life cycle that it's in now, you know. But my Joy-Cons do have switch drift or stick drift, so.
large, sturdy stand. You can move it freely, like this.
And lock it wherever?
In addition
I don't
to
use
the
the stand. I
USB-C
don't-
port
I don't play in
found
handheld
on the
mode.
bottom of the system, there's one on top as well. It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera.
Oh. I was like, man, there was a 2-second period
There's one on top as well.
where I was like, man, that's not really necessary, but it's kind of a nice feature to have. Just a more convenient way to charge your Switch if you don't want to play it with that big fucking wire coming up and curving underneath you. And I was thinking, like, good move, Nintendo. And it's like, oh, they just want a thing for the shitty camera. But yeah, having a charge on top too is nice, even if they
USB-C camera
did it for the camera.
or charging in tabletop mode.
Yeah, that's way nice. Even if they did it for the camera, that's still way nice.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch, for storing your game downloads, save data, and more.
Obviously very, very, very needed. Also a little worried because we were playing fucking Switch 1 games at enhanced 720p, you know, 8 frames a second. So if this one's going to be 4K and all that shit, like, these games are going to get bigger. These games are going to be like, we're talking double the size, probably what they were before. They're actually like putting some real effort into it. That is one thing Nintendo is fantastic at. The amount of memory you get on a Switch is unreasonable. It's like 2 games. You can fit like 3-4 games max on there if you're using all the tiny ones. I know, like, coming from PlayStation, it's not that much better if you like to play all the mainstream unoptimized games like Call of Duty and 2K and shit like that. You can fit like Call of Duty 2K and then like Grand Theft Auto 5 on your PlayStation before you got to delete something. But those games are giants. It's not really in Sony's hands to make them compress it. One thing that Nintendo is very good at is compressing the size of their games. So I'm wondering how they'll keep that up. I'm sure they will. I'm just curious as to how they'll keep that up when their games actually have to be like a decent video quality by modern standards.
Reading and writing data is also faster.
Yeah, fucking needed to be. Jesus Christ. Anyway.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical.
The word compatible scared the shit out of me because up until this point, we believed we could just play old Switch games. But now that they're going to be like compatible, I'm wondering if that's mainly referring to third-party titles that maybe weren't built for it or something. I'm not sure. But like the word compatible can mean a lot. It could either mean like, here's the thing, the PlayStation 5, okay? Here's the thing, all right? I don't like giving big companies the benefit of the doubt. So I'm not doing that to Nintendo. I'm just saying, like, the word compatible can be scary, but let me explain this. The word compatible could mean that, like, 10 mainline Switch games are also playable on the Switch too. However, the word compatible could also mean something else. For example, the PlayStation 5 is only backwards compatible to PS4 games for the games it's compatible for. You can use the exact same phrasing because you can't play Hitman Go, Lara Croft Go, and legitimately like 4 other games that were released on the PlayStation 4. There's like less than 7 games released on the PlayStation 4 that you can't play on the PlayStation 5. I don't know why, but it's a very few amount, and they just were not games that were possible to transfer over. So maybe it'll be like that. Maybe it'll be like, there was a list of games making its way around that don't work, and it was nothing of any real note. Yeah, so it could be a case like that, because that's again how the PS5 and 4 worked.
Supported.
I feel like they should have opened with this and then dove straight into Mario Kart. Maybe I'm on crack. Maybe they wanted to show off some of the new games in the background or something.
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch. We redesigned the system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features. Switch 2.
You're about to hear some cap.
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch.
It's not?
We redesigned the system from the ground up.
You did? Are you sure?
And packed in lots of new gameplay features. And to help players better understand.
He just showed me an upgraded Switch that wasn't redesigned from the ground up, which is what people wanted. A lot of people love the Switch and just wanted an upgraded Switch. So, like, to exactly show me an upgraded Switch and then immediately cut and be like, this is not just an upgraded Switch. Maybe he's about to show me some new shit. Maybe I'm judging too early. Maybe he's about to show me some new shit.
And the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
Hello.
Dude, get it, Taylor.
My current location is actually inside the game itself.
How did you get smaller? How did you get smaller but your suit stayed the same size?
This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour.
Oh, this is that cool, okay, this is like PlayStation Home, and I think Microsoft did something like this. This is that thing that, like, every console puts on the system as, like, a free way to, like, make your little me and introduce it to everybody.
To Nintendo Switch 2. I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game.
Yeah, because this is just like an easy way for everybody who just bought their Switch 2 to just log on, and everybody will have it because it'll come with the console. To just goof around with each other, it's always good.
Where are the magnets? The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach to the system with magnets. And those magnets are inside the system.
Yeah, no shit, man.
The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal. So that's how they attach to the system.
Okay, I don't give a fuck.
A magnetic circuit is formed between them, so
don't care.
Through examining signs like
don't care.
The Joy-Con 2 controllers have you can adjust the position of the golf club and
oh, that'll be annoying. In like a funny way. I'm looking forward to this. I say that'll be annoying, but I'm looking forward to this, right? I don't mean like annoying. This is like funny annoying.
Things like
little laggy, but funny annoying.
There are secrets to discover even as you're playing mini games and tech demos.
Oh, okay. This is Astrobot or Astro World. Astro's Playroom. This is Astro's Playroom.
Until they're pointed out. There are plenty. Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, they took a page right out of PlayStation's book. This is Astro's Playroom, the tech, not the one that just won Game of the Year, but the tech demo that inspired it, where it just comes on the console, like, and everybody gets to play around with it and learn like the new DualSense features.
Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game.
Fucking what? They're making me pay for a tech demo so I can walk around a Joy-Con? Get fucking bent.
Nintendo Switch 2. So please check it out if you're interested.
Nobody's interested in that anymore, man. You had us, you lost us.
Now, I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah. Is it going to cost me a firstborn?
This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles.
Yeah, identical to the Nintendo Switch 1 title.
It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards.
It's not just an upgraded Switch, mind you. They've redesigned this from the ground up.
But it's now red, and it has much
Oh, it's red now.
faster data reading speeds. Next up is additional
I
storage.
feel like a big hater of it. Like, I'm just looking at what I'm seeing. I don't know.
Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express card. Also releasing a new Pro controller.
Let me see the difference here. Keep in mind, this is not just an upgraded Switch, okay? They've redesigned this from the ground up. So I'm noticing a camera button, but we'll see.
It has a C button. which
Yep,
launches
that's the thing
game
I
chat,
noticed.
And on the back, there are new GL and GR buttons.
Okay.
Which you can use to assign existing button controls. In addition, an audio jack has been added. We've introduced a few new features.
Will they play out of the
After
PlayStation
today's
playbook?
presentation, The official
I
Nintendo
don't think PlayStation came up with that. Regular controllers have been doing that for years.
Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2.
If my Pro
We hope
controller
you'll
works
check
on the
that
Switch
out
2,
as
I'm just going to use this. I'm literally not going to buy another one.
And now,
It has a
the
clit. I
Nintendo
found
Switch
it.
2 launch date. Nintendo Switch
They said the online would be free. The like online chatter feature would be free until March of 26.
2 launches on June 5th.
That's actually a good amount of time to have that online chatter feature.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Uh-huh.
These games take advantage of the performance and features of
Oh,
Switch
Nintendo
2.
Switch 2 games, Nintendo Switch 1 games, and then there's shitty like
The
Nintendo
second
Online
type
stuff.
is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch.
All the mainline, yeah.
Nintendo Switch 2 edition games are the third type.
Oh,
Some
not their
games
online.
that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more.
A lot of upgrades from PS4 to PS5 editions of games. I'm just thinking back to the last console swap. From PS4 to PS5, a lot of the upgrades for free. Some of the newer titles that did bigger upgrades would charge up to $10 for an upgrade. I think Ghost of Tsushima was like a $10 upgrade.
Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a look.
So if it's $10, I'm not a hater, basically is what I'm saying.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls, audio recognition, more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2.
They really want that
Let's check
Nintendo
out
camera in
three
your
new
house
and
pointed at your
updated
living area, all
modes.
right? That's all I'm saying.
First up
They need that.
is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities.
COD Ghost. They should have
You'll
paid you to
see
play
each other's
COD Ghost.
faces
It
as
was
you
awful.
play, so you can experience all the reactions and emotions in real time. Or 4 friends
Okay.
all the reactions.
This is the best use of the camera I've ever seen. Because if I see fucking, like Thundershot is giving a star to, I promise you, while that last wheel is spinning to find out who my star's going to, your camera is going to be looking direct, or my camera is going to be pointed directly at my own asshole, all right? That's what you're going to see the inside of my butthole while it spins to find out who my star's going to. This is the best use of this camera bullshit I've ever seen, all right? I'll get professional lighting, all right? I'll have a pro, because like Universal Studios is in this city somewhere, all right? I'm going to go get a professional shot up to make sure this shitty-ass fucking Nintendo camera can capture the crevices of my anus that everyone's gonna have to see while they spin this last fucking thing to watch me lose a. Anyway.
And emotions in real time.
Yeah, I got your emotion right here, pal.
Friends
Fucking.
can take the party online.
This is funny. Like, I made a joke just now, but genuinely, for moments like that, that is very funny. If you can get it to work. But again, I don't think that camera's going to work as well as they are showing it, and I think you're going to need a setup kind of like I have, where it's bright, and maybe even a chair, like, with no back or something, so that way it focuses on you. I don't think for the average person it will work this well, but if you get it working, it will be funny. But I'm not paying extra for the camera anyway, so.
Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage 2. Hit blocks to collect the most coins.
Hold on, wait, I can do that one. I can do that one, I just gotta get in a position. Okay, so what I would do, my strategy, if my block were like right here, okay? Like this is my block, I just gotta get in my zone. Here, I need a visual representation. This is my block, I just gotta get in my zone, okay? So instead of being under it and punching, I think for me, just because whatever you feel more comfortable with, I think I would work out better if I did something like this. No reason. It can happen.
Blocks to collect the most coins.
It does. You know what? It feels exactly like the not even the Kinect. It feels exactly like the original the PlayStation 2 iToy, I think is what it was called. That's what the camera reminds me of. Go look up an iToy trailer.
Are you ready for the main event?
Is this not kind of the same thing? They're just bringing this back. Anyway. Oh, this is still the iToy. Here we go.
Guide an RC car with your voice. Go! And compete in other mini games using full body movement and sound.
I'm not buying the fucking camera, all right? This is like kind of neat if the camera came with the system. I'm not buying the camera. Unless that camera's 20 bucks or less.
Lowered and secured, you're off. Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster. When you enter a pipe, a minigame will begin.
You know what? Maybe the iToy was actually ahead of its time and perfect. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Speaking of, we're looking at blatant robbery of the monkey power-up that you climb in an Astrobot.
There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm, and one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects. Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive minigames. How quickly can you reach the station? From minigames that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble, the biggest party yet is getting even
I don't plan on
bigger.
using any of these.
Super Mario Party
Maybe the mouse
Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th.
Okay, so if the Jamboree TV version, if the Switch 2 Enhanced Edition or whatever the fuck is just the new game modes, I don't give a shit about that.
Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
How much is the upgrade pack?
TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Put a price tag on this shit, man.
Please look forward to a new Mario Party experience, where you can see each other's reactions while playing. Let's continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
The upgrade will not be $80.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of
Will
Zelda
not
Evolved.
be better than how you can play them via an emulator on your PC. Voice navigation something.
You can share your creations using QR codes. Make
Yeah,
your
I don't-
adventures even
Like that's more convenient for this game. I'm sure that's great.
and the Forgotten Land. In Kirby and the Forgotten
plus
Land,
Star
you'll
Crossed
be able
World.
to enjoy an additional story exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, along with improved graphics and frame rates.
Was Kirby in the Forgotten Land the one that I played? Where you you eat the car?
This story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes.
I'd play more of this. It was fine.
We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure.
I might pick that up. Yeah, if it's just an upgrade, I might pick that up.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2. Plus, you can explore the immersive
They're really
world
trying to
in
pull
4K
PC gamers
at
over.
60 frames per second, or enjoy
Which honestly
smoother-
not bad, because I feel like you have a lot of gamers who are... You have a lot of people who are like... I only game on the Nintendo Switch for the exclusives and the PC, because that's where the best gaming is. And I like to spend $6,000 so that way ports don't work for the first 2 weeks they're out. And all that shit, right? But it's interesting they're going for the PC gaming market, but on the other hand, like I see it, because the stats are there. You have some of the most annoying people you've ever spoke to online when it comes to game talk will always say that exact same line I just said. So it makes sense they're trying to like hold hands on this thing.
their action in full HD at 120 frames per second. Choose from these two modes, both of which support HDR, based on your preference and playstyle.
Tempting PC. Also try to get the PC player base with those prices.
Plus,
yeah, because they're already paying an arm and a leg.
Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year, will not only receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well.
Are you going to tell me the difference?
By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rates.
This is very, very cool. This is very, very exciting. I would like to remind everyone of Zelda Breath of the Wild when it came out. Okay? When Breath of the Wild came out, initially, you could get it on the Switch where it was barely playable. Stuttering, lagging, chunking, obviously needed some patches. It got them. It runs now, okay? Or you could get it on the Wii U, where it was borderline criminal that they even sold it to you in the first place, okay? Yes. I'm hoping Pokemon doesn't get the same treatment, in the sense that I'm hoping Pokemon just actually fucking runs on the Switch too, and then like will still be kind of stuttery and laggy in Legends Arceus and Scarlet Violet on the Switch 1. That's what I'm hoping.
The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions.
For normal game prices,
And
right?
if you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack. We hope
Buy,
you're
buy,
looking
buy.
forward to these Nintendo Switch 2
Purchase,
edition
purchase, purchase, even those games you already own.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers.
I'd like to introduce you to a suit that fits.
Please take a look.
Again, we're using consistent really loosely, Hom. I haven't actually seen it on any real system yet. Hi, Dotto. Yo, they bring it back DJ Hero? Fuck. I'm not going there. Killer shot. I'll dunk when it's worth 3 points. This would be really funny. This game, no. This game looks very fun to me, okay? With a clause, okay? This game looks very fun to me. If you play, I would use the mouse thing to play this game. This game looks very fun to me. If you play with people who don't really know what they're doing, don't really care to get good at this game, and are preferably drinking some form of alcohol, okay? This is a blast as long as I can keep doing like groups with those three things. Because the minute somebody starts getting like real serious about virtual wheelchair basketball, I'm not going to have fun anymore, okay? But up until that point, if it's just me and the homies just fucking zooming around and taking shots, like, that's a blast. That's so fucking fun. Looking. I don't know. I haven't played it yet. Throw it at me. I'm moving. Dude, I'd get excessive call for pass. That's all I'd be doing. I'd lose half a letter grade for excessive call for pass. Pop it. Pop it. Who needs to dunk? Eat shit. Yo, hold on, wait. They're Tony Hawking in the background. No, look at, because like first I noticed, if you look at the back, there's another court over here. I know the screen's a little smaller, but this guy's over here fucking doing jumps and shit. Look at it. He did a 360. They're Tony Hawking in the background. They are dunking. Throw the oop. In the trailer with an oop. In the trailer with an oop. Fast break. They ended it with a 360. There better be a fucking oop in there. Summer 25 is... Okay, that's... They don't have a release date for it yet, but it's not long after the Switch 2 comes out.
Drag and drive. You'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves. We hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls. Next, here are some games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Semi-pro.
I have long observed the lands between.
Wait, did you see it? Look at this.
I have long observed the lands
Oh,
between.
man! Did you see it stutter? I know I got the small cam on, so you can't see how like bad the hair and shit looks, but did you see it like Fucking, I'm gonna run it back one more time.
I have long observed the lands between. This world is in dire need of repair.
Holy shit. Game of the year with nominated DLC for second game of the year.
The rays of grace that guide you through your
Pre-rendered cutscenes look good. As they have since the PlayStation 2.
I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord. May you take the throne.
This game, I don't know how bad it'll lag.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasabin from
If they're
Super
saying it's like Switch 2 and 4K and all that stuff, I don't know why it wouldn't be able to handle Elden Ring. But the fact that they're advertising the Switch 2 and Elden Ring looks like that officially has me a little worried for how games will look and run on this system, and that it won't be the upgrade we were hoping for. Granted, Nintendo has been a console and a half behind for a long time now. Like the Switch is not as powerful as a PS4. You know, so on and so forth, so...
Giant Games, here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Bro,
Our first ever
we need
sequel
Hades 2 to
introduces
come
the
out anywhere,
princess
man.
of
Quit
death,
giving us demos.
An immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister titan of time. You'll battle beyond the underworld to the ends of the earth, getting to know dozens of characters from Greek myth in a story that reacts to your every setback and victory. It's the kind of game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
皆さんこんにちは。カプコンの中山です。我々がお届けするタイトル
Capcom. Hades 2 is very exciting. I'm not reacting big because I tried Hades 1. It's not for me. I played Hades 1 enough to recognize that it's a good game and also recognize that it's just not the kind of game that I'm personally built for, and that's fine. I got past the first couple bosses. It wasn't like I wasn't like getting my ass kicked or anything. I just played it a little bit and it didn't strike that like, hey, this is fun bone that a lot of games do. So that's why I'm not reacting heavy, but I'm very happy for the people who are Hades 2 fans who also want to play it like on a bus or whatever.
ストリートファイター6です。本体を持ち寄っての対戦はもちろん、任天堂スイッチ2だけの新モードもあります。ソフトは通常版の他に総勢26キャラクターを収録した Years 1 2 Fighters Edition の2バージョン。
Street Fighter Years 1 and 2 Edition.
ゲームと連動するアミーボと
It's just the new Street Fighter.
一緒にスイッチ2の発売日にお届けします。
It's Street Fighter 6, okay. And you can, once you buy the game, you can also buy amiibos.
Initiating Arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels. Testing data link with spine. Normal. Commencing launch.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally
The Armored Core?
from humans. I'm in need of a new arsenal, new
Or something else.
and money. I'm for sale.
Arsenal, okay.
Rebels! And money. I'm for sale, and you're buying.
This looks like shit. Visually. This looks like this looks like if I were to Twitch stream it to you. And it gets real pixely when shit moves too fast. Except this is a game that they pre-recorded, and this is just what it looks like on this system. Probably on PC even, so.
Rebels! Thanks for the warm welcome!
This planet will be ours.
It's concerning how many trailers and how many things in this direct so far have been like framey or really low video quality in the current modern era.
The sovereign axiom, the ThunderThots, has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
Like, it's concerning how much like this game looks cool, except for the fact that visually, like, a lot of these scenes look like shit.
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart! All children bring hope to our lives, don't they?
Hey, this is Joseph Forrest from Hazelight.
Hey, all right, this game's getting split
Excited
fiction,
for
yeah.
Split Fiction to come to Nintendo
I'm happy
Switch
anytime
2.
this guy does anything.
The game is a story about friendship. You play as Mio, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy. Together, they get trapped in their own stories, and it's up to you and a friend to help them break free. Now, let me tell you this. If you like It Takes Two, you're gonna love this one, trust me.
It's been fine, Edgar.
And of course, you'll be able to play Split Fiction on the day Switch 2 launches.
At EA Sports, we're bringing
Boo.
fans together across the world, both
Boo.
on the pitch and on the gridiron.
Boo, EA
Excited
Sports,
to
eat
announce
shit.
that EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Fuck off, man. Announce
And NFL will also
announce
be live
NFL
on
Street.
the Nintendo platform. EA
Announce the
Sports,
street games are coming
it's in the
back.
game.
No?
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software. We are bringing Hogwarts Legacy and the new as
Is that a SpongeBob meme in the middle? Oh, because they put SpongeBob in it.
This is Christian Elwood.
For the record, it's obvious why I'm being a hater to Hogwarts. If you don't know why I'm being a hater to Tony Hawk, I love Tony Hawk. My first game was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. My favorite part about that game was that you can free roam, and it had a story that you followed where you went from place to place doing missions while in the middle of free roaming. For some reason, Activision has decided to cut out and remove the story free roam section and sort of remodel it to fit the earlier, easier to make Pro Skater type where they just drop you in and you have 2.5 or 5 minutes to get as many things done as possible. Fucking hate it. They took the core of what I liked about that game and ripped it apart. That also kind of kills any hype we would have for like, oh, if this sells well, maybe they'll come out with an Underground and Underground 2 remake, like repackage as well. But if they're removing stories, then there's no point, and that's really shitty. So that's why I angrily skipped through the Tony Hawk stuff, because unfortunately, I'm better off just emulating Tony Hawk than I am buying a remaster, which is some hot ass, but here we are.
Dam from IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2.
The Signature Edition.
As the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish.
This isn't a new game, right? This is an old one?
And how each mission progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination. Our ever-expanding game will release on the same day as Switch 2.
I would have loved if Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4
Plus,
into
we are
Underground
excited
games.
to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
A bullet. Please don't shoot me in the face. Really? Really?
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
Ooh, can you guys wait for the data teenager speedruns? Be a 60-year-old man who's dating a teenager speedrun? Sorry, I'm sure it'll be yes. I'm sure it'll be heat.
The story of light and shadow that never fades is reborn. Bravely Default returns, remastered in high definition.
Is this FF3?
Featuring the Brave and Default command.
No, Bravery Default. Okay, Bravery Default has the same aesthetic as
Change and customize jobs.
Final Fantasy 3 ported to like the DS or whatever it did.
Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features and enhancements. and all new minigames.
It would make perfect sense to have both be different because both games came different, Edgar.
With unique ways to play. Square Enix.
They came out
presents the
different.
Classic fantasy RPG.
You're not confusing people on a remake.
Fairy HD remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg.
I can
as a
finally-
warrior of light once more.
I can finally play as the flying fairy. Yakuza! Director's cut, okay. Yeah, Yakuza 0 never got a Kiwami edition. I hope this comes out on other systems because I might consider playing it.
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners, but for now, we'd like to show a game being developed
No, they did it because they're being cheap dickwads, Edgar, I promise you.
in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
Koei Tecmo. A random AAA game studio.
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens, joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled on the surface, their union.
Don't get your hopes up. This is Hyrule Warriors.
One. This really is the.
Yippee!
Age of Imprisonment. That was Hyrule Warrior Games, with support from Nintendo. We hope you're looking forward to the untold story.
I'm not.
Online. You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2. And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively.
I'm hyped for the cutscenes.
Please take a look at this.
Dicks.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
And your local computer.
Nintendo GameCube, originally released in 2001. Here are the titles that will be available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading. Controlling the wind using a mysterious...
I know what Wind Waker is.
Souls and swords,
Soul Calibur 2.
with a different weapon.
If you have the subscription, this is neat. And I have the subscription, so like...
Experience a world of white
Hey,
knuckle racing
F-Zero,
at
let's
speeds
go.
Over 2,000 kilometers per hour. 30 machines will put it all on the line in death-defying races.
That'll be sick.
Featuring the series' first machine customization and story mode, get ready to experience F-Zero GX.
Play it online, cool.
Original releases. You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
You can look at the controls. Thanks, man. Super Mario Sunshine, already have it emulated. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, you just missed me. I'm actually in the middle of a playthrough on that right now. Strikers, let's fucking go. Pokemon, obviously. Strikers is so huge. Pokemon Coliseum.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics.
They just
the
missed me
Switch
on that
2
one.
exclusive game
They were
library
barely late
coming
on
to
Coliseum.
Nintendo Switch
I actually
Online
just
Plus
got done doing
Expansion
something
Pack.
like that.
Launches the same day as the hardware's release. And a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released. It can connect wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access game chat. The
Of course.
Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm gonna catch flack for this. While it was fun at the time, when I was like 8 or 10 or whatever, the GameCube controller is an abomination. I think it's mainly the triggers. They're really weird. Anyway, don't love them. Would rather use a Pro controller.
Whether you're familiar with the games or haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics.
I know a bunch of melee heads
You can continue
love
to
that
play
controller,
select
and I don't
games
hate
from
anybody for loving that
systems shown
controller.
here
I am
on
not
Nintendo
interested.
Switch 2. Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
I'm happy for the Deltarune fans.
Hi, I'm Randy from Gearbox.
That's it. I'm sorry. I don't have any commentary on that. I'm happy for the Deltarune fans.
Borderlands 4, our upcoming flagship Borderlands game, will launch on Nintendo Switch 2. Borderlands and ambitious.
Never played the pre-sequel or 3, unfortunately. Fucking Civ 7.
And we have even more news. Our final announcement for today is that WWE 2K is coming to Nintendo Switch. And
Yeah, how would they get all their money if they didn't do that? Wait, what the hell is this?
4 kids find this old tattered map. Off they went armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a raft. Let's slay some trees.
Oh my god.
Nailed it! Hook, line, and sinker.
Okay.
Tastes amazing, doesn't it?
Getting real Minecraft vibe from this. Minecraft is the only video game I've ever played.
Really have started to master this survival thing. Next stop, the top.
This looks cute.
Ha! Nicely done. Well, I think that's everything. Let's set sail. This time, for home.
I probably won't be playing that, but that looks cute.
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll.
Enter the Gungeon.
Here's the first look at Enter the Gungeon 2. Dodge countless bullets and aim for the Gungeon's depths in our road.
I didn't play Enter the Gungeon 1, but I've heard nothing but good things, so I'm going to watch this.
3D art style. You can expect some fan favorite elements to return. We're still working on the game, and we're excited to share more with you in the future.
This looks like they redid the art style for No Man's Sky. This is like when they reboot a cartoon and then they put like kids at the end of it. Like kids Looney Tunes or Tom and Jerry Kids or like What's New Scooby-Doo, but like they were kids or whatever the fuck. This looks like they did that with Starfield. Not Starfield. No Man's Sky. This looks like they did that with No Man's Sky. Sorry to insult it with Starfield just now.
From CD Projekt Red. We are delighted to bring the immersive world of Nintendo.
That game will run like shit.
Final Fantasy. Nintendo Switch 2 で
Okay.
Final Fantasy.
They're introducing a lot of games that I will definitely be playing on other systems. Oh, hold on. Oh, wait, no, they're gonna hit us with a montage. I do know what happens here. This is hilarious. This is so fucking funny. I'll show you guys when it happens. For anybody not in the loop, I'll show you guys when it happens. This game looks neat. Silk Song fans have, in my opinion, rightfully, okay? I cannot stress this enough. Silk Song fans have, in my opinion, rightfully been the most annoying video game fans of the last 2 years, okay? And I don't blame them. Can't stress that enough. I don't blame them for being this annoying because they had a game come out and they fucking loved it, and then they got a sequel announced and they didn't hear shit afterwards. And it wasn't from a big company. It's not Todd Howard hoeing you with a JPEG for 11 years, right? It's from like a small company that is usually more communicative, right? So it was weird that they got this announcement and then they didn't hear shit about Silk Song. So Silk Song fans have been annoying, all right? I cannot open an app of any kind like within a week before a new video game thing without a bunch of Silk Song fans being like, Silk Song will be announced at this one. And then it never is. And then they always bitch about it afterwards. It's the same cycle. And like, it's fucking all they talk about is how like Silk Song hasn't been announced yet. And they're getting kind of mad. So for Silk Song to not have its own section in this reveal or to not have its own like debut trailer that they hype up on social media, for Silksong to casually be in 3 seconds of the Switch 2 announcement trailer is fucking hilarious and insane. Okay? That is so funny. Metroid Prime 4 fans were not as annoying as Silksong fans, and they got their own they got their whole thing. And again, it sounds like I'm dogging on Silksong fans, and I want to make it very clear, I'm not. I firmly believe you have every right to be the most annoying gaming fan base, okay? But after knowing what we know, and after being how you've been, this is the funniest shit that could have happened. Silksong got 2 seconds in the fucking Switch 2 reveal trailer, 80% of the way through it. And that's how they know that Silksong is real and still happening. Because you had a lot of people until this week believing it was going to get canceled, right? It's a more or less indie game studio that had a huge hit, and then they've been working on the sequel for way too long to feel comfortable with. You know what I mean? So you had a lot of people believing it was gone. So that for their ray of light to be, if they stuck out 80% into a fucking Nintendo like Switch 2 reveal, this is hilarious. I'm very happy for you. This is very funny. And now they are no longer the most annoying fan base because they can just be happy. You know what I mean? Proceeds to backhand compliment them and dog on them. That is not the way I have intended to come across. But if you fall into that thing and you feel offended, figure it out. 2025 sometime, if not delayed, but hey, they're getting it. They know it's real. That's the big part. That's crazy. Story of Seasons. Isn't Story of Seasons the like wannabe Harvest Moon? Or no? Not wannabe, but like similar to Harvest Moon. Two-Point Museum, that's like Two-Point Hospital. I know a lot of people like that. I don't know what Wild Hearts is. Looks Monster Hunter-esque. I've only ever played Monster Hunter in my life. Puyo Puyo! I don't care for Puyo Puyo, and a lot of people who will, though. It's funny. I think I played that on an arcade machine. I used to play this on an arcade machine in bars. Like, colorway on Wolverine is sick. Who cares? Oh, that one's new? Okay. Yeah, and again, if you're a big Nintendo fan, I'm sorry. It's hard for me to be hyped for any game that's going to come out on multiple platforms because I don't care about gaming on the go, so I just want something that's still convenient but also the highest quality I can get with that convenience. So I typically am going to get these games on either PlayStation or PC. So if you don't see me geeking out about Yakuza, it's because I would never play Yakuza on the Switch if it's available on the PlayStation or computer. And I know that's a me personally thing. I'm just saying, like, how can you not be pumped about this? It's like, well, I wouldn't play it here. I'd play it somewhere else. I'm happy the game exists. Am I even old enough to drink? You flatter me. Human Fall Flat 2? How long has Human Fall Flat 2 been a game? Imagine having preference. Everyone's got their preference. Folks got to understand that. Yeah, and I think the point is that, like, I don't want people to, because I'm probably going to put this on YouTube. I don't want people to see this and be like, wow, he just really, really hates Nintendo. Or like, how can he not be hype about this? This is my favorite game ever. Odds are I liked or at least respect the game that came up. I just didn't geek out about it because I'm not geeked for it being on the Switch. It's probably already out somewhere else that I have or would play it at, you know?
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners. Please take a look.
He specifically said the last from our publishing and development partners, which maybe leaves a window open for, oh, but one more thing before I go, you know, like. But we always hype ourselves up with that and then get disappointed. I do that with every other game thingy. This ain't Bloodborne. They wouldn't have put Bloodborne on here. Because Bloodborne is the other most annoying fan base. The only one that could potentially compete with Silksong fans is Bloodborne remake fans.
I give you my blood.
So you can be born? Don't do this.
I give you my life.
Is that M in the background? Yeah, she's yelling at something.
O wheel.
I'm not looking at chat.
And transport him.
I've never actually played Bloodborne. I've been waiting for the PS5 remake.
Of moonlight. To humanity's very dusk.
Oh, please, me when I'm born of blood. I hope it's not Blood. It'd be so funny if it's not Bloodborne. I don't think we can lose here in the comedy value. It's funny either way. They fucking didn't. How did Nintendo end up with this, dude? That's Asterion from Baldur's Gate. That was also Withers from Baldur's Gate, yeah. That's the moon from Zelda. From Majora's Mask. I know that wasn't Withers from Baldur's Gate because I don't have an erection. Oh, it is Asterion. He's just out here drinking blood. What the fuck? That's me crawling. That's what my fridge sees as I crawl to it while I'm drunk and high before bed. I'm heading to my fridge to get a quick snack in before I go to sleep. That's what my fridge is looking at. Here I come.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
What the fuck? It's got human legs. Sorry, I've never played Bloodborne.
Tears will flow for one, and one alone.
It's not Bloodborne? They made Born Blood? They made Born Blood and said go crazy? It's still 30 FPS, just like Bloodborne, though. Oh no, the rat with wings. It's bleeding. That was a big deal, I guess. No, well, they lost me. I probably won't play this.
What you just saw was
I'm not a big
brand new
FromSoft guy in
game
the first
by
place.
Software. We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game, so please check it out when it's available. That's all from our publishing and development partners.
Exclusive. If I'm Sony and I'm petty, I'm telling them to start the Bloodborne remake now, if they haven't already, and releasing it on the exact same day. Anyway.
We'd like to thank the developers who appeared today, as well as our publishing and development partners who prepared footage for this presentation. In addition to what you saw today,
90% sure it'll be a timed exclusive. The problem, to me, with a game coming out, like if you have a game that comes out on PlayStation or PC or Xbox as a timed exclusive and then goes to everything else later, that's fine because it's easy to take a game from PlayStation and plug it into PC. It's easy, and you know, and then you have to like do the shit to make it work. It's not easy to make it work. You have to make it work for every possible PC combination. Making a game function on every PC in the first place is very hard. But if you already have it up and working in like PC versions ready to go, like that is what it is. Taking a game from the Switch because you built it for the Switch and it's got to be a Switch exclusive, and then trying to upscale that and make it prettier and add things in to make it run better later seems a lot more difficult and like it handicaps the game. It's why I was never interested in Monster Hunter Rise. Even when Monster Hunter Rise came to other systems, it's like, okay, but they built this for the Switch. Like I could play it on PlayStation, but it's gonna have that feel to it, you know? Or like it's just not up to modern standard, but we'll see.
On many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We'll showcase.
But if you go the other way, it's like, okay, you take Final Fantasy and you can dumb it down to put it on the Switch or the Switch 2 or whatever, and like you can make it work, but
more games
the
in
other way
future,
around
so
feels
we hope
weird.
You're looking forward to it. Next, please take a look at this.
Oh, that's why everybody's been talking about Kirby. I don't think the Switch 2 has PS5 power. No, I agree. From what we were seeing today, Elden Ring looked like it would run like that on a PS3, so. Wake up, you bastard. Yeah, just beat the shit out of it, Kirby. Violence. Something doesn't work, just keep hitting it until it does. That's the Kirby way. Not my way, that's the Kirby way. I thought we were getting an air ride for a second. You know what? He is riding in the air quite a lot, actually. Wait a minute. Wait a minute! Oh, fuck Mario Kart, man. Hello? Two? Aha! Added the hard multiplayer at the ending. This year? Mario Kart World, count your days. Mario Kart World, count your days.
System over 20 years ago is getting a brand new game. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby Air Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai.
He really said riders, didn't he? At the
Next
end, like
is
with
our
emphasis.
last trailer for today.
You got another
Take a
one?
look.
Really gassed about Kirby Air Riders. They don't have me. I'm just gonna be honest the whole way through this trailer. They don't have me. It looks good. Doesn't look for me. I haven't seen anything yet. They're warming me up. The bait is set. The Kool-Aid Man. They might have me. Donkey Kong looks really different. I may be on the hook. I think they've got me. This is this generation's Super Mario Odyssey. I can't believe we didn't get a standalone Mario title. Look at the movement, though. This is supposed to be this console's Odyssey. Wow. You will probably see me on this. If it doesn't come out during the time like that anything else big comes out, you will probably see me on this. This is the kind of game my stupid ass would 100% too. That's cool. Donkey Kong Country style levels. He just punched that bird in the titties. You break banana rocks. Why'd they redesign Donkey Kong like that? He looked goofy. But the evil guys! I will be getting it. In July. Okay. That'll give me enough time to beat Death Stranding 2.
That was a brand new 3D platforming action game starring Donkey Kong, called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength, smash through enemies, walls, the ground, and just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground world. More details will be shared in the future. We hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you for watching so far.
So far, it's over, isn't it?
To recap, Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th. Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available at launch. We'll release Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World.
We'll probably try to get that.
For more details, please check the official Nintendo Switch 2 website, which goes live later today.
We've covered a lot of information, but that's all we have to share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We are very much looking forward to everyone being able to
Hey, we got 2 months.
Nintendo Switch 2.
We appreciate you joining us today. Thank you very much.
The Mario Kart bundle saves you $30. Okay, so it makes Mario Kart World cost what it was supposed to cost.